Alright, so I just found out some bad news, but I think I have found a silver lining to the bad news. Okay? I think I've come up with an idea that is going to make a lot of people very happy if we can make this work. Okay? So I just found out from Gino, who is one of the best dudes I have ever met, for a whole number of reasons that I can elaborate on at a later point in time. But suffice to say that Gino is somebody who is open minded to alternative ideas. He's a regular person, he works a regular job, leads a regular life, but he's open to alternative ideas and then spends his own time and money to try and debunk or confirm some of those alternative ideas. And I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, he sent me a text message showing me a link to this video from Peekay. Let me show you a few seconds of this.
A week ago, I asked for people if they were interested in coming on the Truth Boat on the 23rd of September. It's the last winter cruise. I can still get a discount of $75 instead of $110. I told all the people how it was a fantastic cruise that we had just before that.
So what Peekay is saying is that he wants to do a cruise, a Melbourne cruise on September 23. That'll cost $75 Australian each if people go along. And what he's talking about is he wants to do something similar to what he's already done with his Truth Boat. So this is footage from the previous Truth Boat.
Batteries, no, it's all right. And who we got here? Oh my God! Don't put on me.
So what he's done is he's organised to get some people just to meet up, people who are at least open-minded to the idea that the TV is lying. So he's got some lovely lady here, some lovely fellow. They're all having some drinks, having a good time. Check it out, there's more people here. Some other fellow having a good time. So basically what PK is doing is getting people together who I presume they all at least understand that the TV is lying. Why the hell would you hang out with PK if you don't at least understand that the TV is lying to you, right? Now, I don't know how aware all of these people are, but who cares? They're all hanging out, having a few drinks if that's their thing, having a meal on a boat down the Yarra River, having a good time. I think this is pretty cool. So what PK is trying to do is organise something similar. However, apparently he's struggling to get attendance for this second Truth Boat.
To be honest, I can't be fucked doing this shit anymore. The response has been absolutely shithouse. No one's interested, only 2 people.
Okay, so that's Australian language for I'm a little bit upset that more people are not interested, basically is what he's saying. Let me translate that for you. So I've come up with an idea. So it's right now, it's September 7. I looked up how much would it cost me to fly down to Melbourne. I live in Brisbane. How much would it cost me to fly down there and partake in the PK Truth Cruise, right? Now, for me to fly down there, this is from Brisbane to Melbourne, and then from Melbourne back to Brisbane, of course. This is looking... Also, I work a few days a week at a normie job that I can't get out of, okay? So I looked up, what if I was to fly down there on Thursday, September 20, and then fly back on Monday, 24 September, and that way I could still work my normie job and there'd be no problems. And from what I can tell, it'd cost me... Okay, let me tell you right now, I'm not going to fly at 7:40, that's ridiculous. What if I was to catch the 7:50 flight? That's $130. And then when I fly back, again, no way, forget about it. Yep, okay. $200. So let's say 130 and 200. About 327. And then PK wants $75 a ticket, which is fair enough. He's getting a discount. So let's bump that up to about 400. So just for my tickets for the flight there and back and for the Truth Cruise, we're looking at 400. Then by the time you throw in the cost to get to the airport and back, throw in some other costs that will come up on the weekend, and you could probably estimate about $500 would be the cost of the total weekend. So here's what I am suggesting to you guys. I will put in 250 of the 500 if there is $250 worth of interest from any of you guys, any of my YouTube audience or my website audience. If you guys want to see me hang out with Peekay on the Truth boat and you chip in $250 or more, I will chip in the rest, okay? So I'm budgeting 500 for the trip. If you guys chip in half or more, I'll do it. I will do it. So this is your chance to make this happen. And then what I'll do is I will make like a short, not like a film, but like basically like a video log of myself catching up with Peekay and whoever else comes along on the cruise. And it will be epic, okay? Because I've seen footage of Peekay having a few beers, man. The guy is fun, right? He gets a few beers into him. He's a lot of fun. I like to think that I am fun when I get a few beers into me. I'm sure some of these dudes are as well. So why not have some fun and just talk some truth? Obviously, a lot of my opinions are still very controversial, even to the truth crowd. For instance, I'm telling you right now, when it comes to war is a hoax, okay? War is a hoax. And anybody who tells you that they shot at other humans, enemies, and the enemies shot at them with bullets, real live bullets in a real war, anybody who tells you that is a liar, okay? So some of my opinions are very controversial, even by these guys' standards, but who cares? So what? Who cares? So what I'll do is I'll contact Peekay and I'll tell Peekay about this video. Maybe he'll mirror it. Again, Peekay and I might not agree about everything, but I just think this idea of a cruise is pretty cool and I would like to be part of it, and you can help this to happen. Like I said, my 250 is already committed. All you guys have to do is commit to it. I do not want you to send me money just yet. First, I've got to speak to Peekay and make sure this is happening. But if it does happen, I can make sure that there are epic videos that follow as a result, okay? And everyone says, oh, you know, people should get together and talk about these things. Well, that's exactly what I'm proposing. I'm proposing that I will meet up with real life people to discuss these topics, have a cruise, have some beers, have some fun. It will be epic. Let's make this happen. So on the 7th of September, oh, and that's another thing too I forgot to mention, Peekay wants to do this on September 23. I'm sure a lot of you guys are aware that September 23 or 923 comes up a lot in certain esoteric studies of popular culture. I can't go into too much detail about that in this video because this is meant to be 5 minutes long, but let's just say that a truth cruise down the Yarra River on the 23rd of September with Peekay and his fans, it would be absolutely epic. So let's make this happen. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Do not send me money. Do not do that yet. Let's just work out who wants to make this happen. And if we can make this happen, let's make this happen. And we'll see what happens from there. September 7, 2018, John the Bond signing off. And until next time, you guys, take care of yourselves.
Hey. How you gonna do a somersault? Hey?
So as you can see, Super Agent John LeBon here on the ISS, and I've got with me none other than astronaut Gino, who has agreed to answer some questions for the children at home who have asked many questions. Gino, and you're happy to answer a few of those questions for us?
Yes.
Yes? And how are you today on the space station? You feeling good?
I'm splendid.
No, fantastic. All right, we've got a question from Sarah at Point Cook Primary School, and she wants to know, how do ISS astronauts deal with loneliness?
Well, Sarah, we take our medicine.
This one comes to us from Monique at Pakenham Primary School, and she asks, on the ISS, do people understand that gender is fluid? Here on Earth, we now know that gender is a social construct, but has this information reached the ISS? That is a terrific question, Monique. How do you answer that one, Gino?
Well, Monique, let me tell you something. In space, gender is very fluid. What are you doing?
I think good. I think smile.